Kickstart coding Python versus Scratch for kids. What's up, everybody? We're diving into the world of coding for kids today, and let me tell you, it's way cooler than when we were kids, right? We're talking about setting up these little ones with skills for the future, and when I think about the future, I think about robots, and when I think about robots, I think about coding. So, Python or Scratch? Which one is the best starting point? That's what we're going to figure out today, so stick around. Python versus Scratch, the ultimate showdown. All right, so in this corner, wearing the bright green shorts, we've got Scratch. Scratch is a visual programming language, which is basically a fancy way of saying it uses blocks, kind of like digital Legos, to build code. And in the other corner, we've got Python, the text-based language. Now, don't let the word text-based scare you away. Python is known for being super readable and beginner-friendly. It's like the gateway drug to the world of hardcore coding. So how do these two stack up against each other? Let's break it down. Scratch coding for the budding artist. Scratch is all about making coding fun and accessible. Imagine this. You open up Scratch and boom, you're greeted with a colorful interface that just screams creativity. You've got sprites, which are like characters you can animate, and you can make them move, talk, and interact with each other just by snapping these blocks together. It's like building a story, but instead of words, you're using code. And the best part, it's super intuitive. Kids can experiment, make mistakes, and learn at their own pace. No pressure, just pure coding joy. Python, unleashing the power of text. Now, Python is a different beast. Unlike simpler coding languages designed for beginners, Python offers a more robust and versatile platform for young coders to explore. It's like stepping into a whole new world of possibilities. It's like graduating from building blocks to using actual tools. Imagine the difference between playing with toy hammers and nails and then moving on to real construction tools. The sense of accomplishment and the potential for creativity skyrocket. You're typing in commands, learning about syntax, and getting a taste of what real-world coding looks like. This is where the magic happens. You start to understand how professional developers think and work, and you get to see your ideas come to life on the screen. But don't worry, it's not as intimidating as it sounds. Python is designed to be user-friendly, even for those who are just starting out. The language is intuitive, and there are plenty of resources available to help you along the way. Python is known for its clear and concise syntax, making it surprisingly easy to read and understand. This means you can focus more on solving problems and being creative, rather than getting bogged down by complicated code. And the cool thing about Python is that it's super versatile. Whether you're interested in web development, data analysis, game design, or even robotics, Python has you covered. It's a language that grows with you as your skills and interests evolve. You can use it to build websites, creating dynamic and interactive pages that can be shared with the world. Imagine designing your own blog or portfolio site, showcasing your projects and ideas. Create games, bringing your imagination to life with interactive stories and challenges. Analyze data, uncovering patterns and insights that can help solve real-world problems. And even program robots, giving you a hands-on experience with the future of technology. It's like the Swiss Army knife of programming languages. With Python, you have a multifunctional tool that can adapt to a wide range of tasks and projects. This flexibility makes it an invaluable skill to learn, opening doors to countless opportunities in the tech world and beyond. The learning curve. A bumpy ride or a smooth sail? So which one is easier to learn? Is it Scratch or Python? This is a question many parents and educators ask when introducing children to the world of coding. Both have their unique advantages and challenges, and the answer often depends on the learner's age, experience, and learning style. Well, Scratch definitely takes the cake when it comes to getting started. Designed specifically for young learners, Scratch uses a visual programming language that allows children to create interactive stories, games, and animations by snapping together code blocks. This drag-and-drop interface makes it incredibly intuitive and accessible, even for those with no prior coding experience. It's like learning to ride a bike with training wheels. The visual nature of Scratch helps children understand the basic concepts of programming without getting bogged down by syntax errors or complex code structures. They can see the immediate results of their actions, which keeps them motivated and engaged. You get the hang of it pretty quickly, and the sense of accomplishment that comes from creating something that works is incredibly rewarding. This positive reinforcement encourages kids to keep exploring and learning more. And before you know it, you're off to the races. Kids can move from simple projects to more complex ones, building their confidence and skills along the way. The community aspect of Scratch also allows them to share their creations and get feedback, fostering a collaborative learning environment. Python, on the other hand, is more like learning to ride a skateboard. It's a powerful and versatile language that's widely used in the industry, but it comes with a steeper learning curve. Unlike Scratch, Python requires learners to write actual code, which means they need to understand syntax and be able to troubleshoot errors. It takes a bit more practice, and there will be moments of frustration. Beginners might struggle with understanding how to structure their code or how to debug it when things go wrong. This is where perseverance and problem-solving skills come into play. A few more scrapes and bruises are to be expected, but these challenges are also valuable learning experiences. They teach kids how to think logically and systematically, breaking down problems into smaller, manageable parts. But once you get the hang of it, you can do some pretty awesome tricks. Python opens up a world of possibilities, from web development to data analysis to artificial intelligence. The skills learned through Python are highly transferable and can set the foundation for a future career in technology. In the end, whether the journey is a bumpy ride or a smooth sail depends on the individual learner. Both Scratch and Python have their place in the educational landscape, and both can provide a solid foundation in coding. The key is to find the right balance and to keep the learning experience fun and engaging. So embrace the journey, enjoy the process, and remember that every coder starts somewhere. With the right tools and mindset, anyone can learn to code and create amazing things. So, which one should you choose? Alright, so we've looked at Scratch, we've looked at Python. Now the big question, which one is right for your little coder? Choosing the right programming language for your child can be a daunting task, but it doesn't have to be. Let's break it down a bit more to help you make an informed decision. If you've got a younger kiddo who's just dipping their toes into the coding pool, Scratch is a fantastic starting point. Scratch is designed specifically for kids aged 8 to 16, but even younger children can get a lot out of it with some guidance. Scratch is a fantastic starting point. It's a visual programming language where kids can drag and drop code blocks to create stories, games, and animations. This method of coding is not only intuitive but also incredibly fun for kids. It's fun, it's engaging, and it teaches them the fundamental concepts of programming without overwhelming them with technical details. The colorful interface and the immediate visual feedback make it a joy to use, and it teaches them the fundamental concepts of programming without overwhelming them with technical details. Concepts like loops, conditionals, and variables are introduced in a way that's easy to grasp. Plus, the Scratch community is vast and supportive, offering endless inspiration and help. Now, if your kid is a little older, maybe they've dabbled in Scratch already, and they're ready for a bit more of a challenge, Python is the way to go. Python is a text-based programming language that's widely used in the real world. Maybe they've dabbled in Scratch already, and they're ready for a bit more of a challenge. Python is the way to go. Python is known for its readability and simplicity, making it an excellent choice for beginners who are ready to move beyond visual programming. And they're ready for a bit more of a challenge. Python is the way to go. Python is the way to go. It's a real-world programming language that opens up a world of possibilities. With Python, kids can start to understand more complex programming concepts and even work on projects that have real-world applications. Python is the way to go. It's a real-world programming language that opens up a world of possibilities. From web development to data analysis, Python is used in various fields, and learning it can give your child a head start in many potential career paths. It's a real-world programming language that opens up a world of possibilities. But honestly, the best way to figure out which one is right for your child is to let them try both. Let them explore, experiment, and see which one they enjoy more. But honestly, the best way to figure out which one is right for your child is to let them try both. By giving them the freedom to explore both Scratch and Python, you'll help them discover their own preferences and strengths. This approach not only makes learning more enjoyable, but also more effective. Remember, the goal is to foster a love for coding and problem solving. Whether they start with Scratch or jump straight into Python, the important thing is that they're learning and having fun. So, give them the tools, the time, and the encouragement they need, and watch them soar. So which one should you choose? The answer is both. Let your child explore the world of coding through Scratch and Python, and you'll be amazed at what they can achieve. Happy coding! Outro coding, the gift that keeps on giving. So there you have it, folks. The battle of the coding titans, Python versus Scratch. Hopefully, you've got a better idea of which language might be the perfect fit for your future programmer. Remember, the most important thing is to foster their curiosity, encourage them to experiment, and celebrate their successes, no matter how big or small. And hey, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, and I'll see you in the next one.